Hey guys, we're doing a different show today. We're indoors. We're working on our sets. We're gonna be doing some different shows, different things coming up in the new year. Anyway, this is my last ditch effort for you guys to say Happy New Year. It's January by the time you watch this, and these are 6 ways to really ensure that you guys have an incredible 2019, your best year ever. So I really enjoy this content. It's going to be good. I know that a lot of you are doing these things already and that there's going to be some overlap in what we've been talking about. But just know that if you stick to this plan, stick to these 6 things, you're going to make 2019 your best year ever. So thanks for being here. Let's go get into the show. Hey guys, Happy New Year. It's, well, not quite New Year yet. We're like at the end of the year right now. We record these on Fridays. Today it's Friday. Happy Friday. Facebook Friday here, guys. Eric Hammond of the Orange Stack. Thanks for joining us each week as we show you guys how to grow your real estate business and do more with what you're already doing and really expand the results that you're getting. So we are a digital marketing company. We help you guys market your business, help you guys get out there, create content, and do all that fun stuff. But as a past real estate agent and being in the industry for over 10 years, we really help you guys grow your business and do more things. So Happy New Year. Get that all out there. Thanks for joining us. We've been doing this show now for almost 2 years. I'm happy to know that we're into 2019 just about. I think New Year's is like on Monday or Tuesday or something like that. And if you're watching this post-show, which it probably is, thanks for being here and thanks for tuning in each week and thanks for enjoying the content and everything that we share. So this is kind of the last ditch effort to get you guys to just rock solid 2019 and make it the best year you're ever going to have. And that's why I titled this show, The 6 Ways to Make 2019 Your Best Year Ever. So we're going to go over 6, however you want to do it, 6 ways to make 2019 your best year ever. And I think you're going to find great results in this. A lot of these things you guys are already doing. You're already taking some of these actions. You're already doing some of these things. Let's just make sure you're actually doing them in your business every single day, because that's really what it's going to take. So let's jump right into it. Again, thanks for being here, guys. We really appreciate it. I think the content that we share applies to real estate agents specifically because that's who we work with, but also the lending world, mortgages, and anybody else really in that real estate world. But what I want to get to is setting goals, intentional, meaningful goals. Guys, if you don't know what your goals are, you're just all over the place, right? You're letting the wind blow you wherever you go. And so step number one is to set intentional, meaningful goals with something behind it. So, number one, how many homes do you want to sell this year? Do you want to sell 5 homes and that's going to be the best year you've ever had because you just started last week? Are you going to sell 100 homes? Or are you going to sell 500 homes this year? What's your goal? You got to know your number and write it down on the wall. I'm looking that way because my goal board is on the wall right in front of me every single day. It's something that I look at. I know my goals, I know my numbers, I know exactly what I'm looking at because I'm going in a specific direction. And if you haven't even figured out how many homes you're going to sell in 2019, how are you going to know all the steps that are going to take to get you there? So figure it out. Come up with a number, even if it's just, you know what, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how many homes I'm going to sell this year. Just pick a number. Double it from last year, 50% from last year. Add a number, add a 0 to it, whatever you're going to do. Really understand your number and how many homes you're going to sell this year. What's your GCI that you want to make this year? Do you want to make $1 million? Do you want to make $100,000? Do you want to make $10,000 and say, look, I'm brand new. I'm still trying to figure this out. I just don't know what I want to do, but you got to figure that out. I'm seeing all these comments from Frankie coming up. Frankie, thanks for being here. I want to keep going and engage with you guys, but I can't read the comments and keep talking. So thanks for being here, Frankie. I appreciate that. I'm going to reach out to your comments after the show. But really set your goals. Know your numbers. Know how many homes you're going to sell. Have intentions. Get a big Sharpie. Write it on the wall on a piece of paper and update it. Maybe you say, I'm going to sell 25 homes this year, and that's going to be my goal, and I'm going to crush it. So you have a big 25 on the wall in front of you and say, you know what? For me this year, that means I got to sell 2 homes a month, maybe 3, depending on how it averages out. I can do that. And let's say you get to June and you've already sold 20 homes and you say, look, this is amazing. I'm getting there. Now I can grow my goals. I can say, look, I want to get to 30 or I want to get to 40 or I want to get to 50 because you're crushing your numbers. So don't think that it's impossible to get there. So write down your numbers, know your goals. Number 2, Step number 2 is know the why. Why am I trying to do these things? Why am I trying to sell these houses? Why am I trying to accomplish these things? You know, why am I making this money for my family, for myself, for things that I'm trying to accomplish? Am I trying to invest in my future? Am I trying to buy my own home someday? What's your why? What, as Tony Robbins says, what's the emotion behind your goal? Okay? What's the emotion? What's driving you? What's pushing you? What's getting you out of bed every single morning? We talked about this a few weeks ago in one of our other shows. If you're not excited about real estate and you're not excited to get out of bed in the morning and you're not excited to sell houses and you're not excited to talk about real estate every day, this might not be the industry for you. So if you realize that you don't know your why and you don't understand why you're doing this every day and you don't know what's pushing you, maybe you need to check that and make sure that 2019 and real estate are still aligned. Or maybe you need to say, I need to find something else to do. Either way, know your why. It's important. Just kind of looking at my notes here as we keep going. What are the benefits that are going to happen from achieving this goal? You know, again, how much money am I going to make? What am I going to do with that money when I make it? You know, if I make $100,000 this year and I need 50 of it to live on, what can I do with that other $50,000? Or if I'm going to make $500,000 this year, I mean, I know agents who are all over the spectrum on this. Whatever amount of money you're going to make, what are you going to do with that money? How is it going to motivate you and push you and encourage you to do more? And I know it's not just about the money. It's about helping families buy houses, and it's about helping you accomplish something in your mind. I've worked with some of the top agents in California before, and know to see that they came from, you know, zero, like everybody does when they first get their license, to selling hundreds of homes a year, and just seeing that transformation happen. And it's just the accomplishment that they have. It's that mindset. It's saying, I'm doing things, I'm accomplishing amazing things, and I'm building my business, and I'm building my brand, and I'm doing all these things. And it pushes them and it excites them, and it's that driving factor. For some of you guys, you got your real estate license to sell your own home, to, you know, help out a friend or a cousin or a relative or something like that, buy or sell a house. And maybe you just plan on selling 2 or 3 houses over a couple years, but then you got that bug. And you said, this is fun. I like talking to people. I like helping them look for homes. I like helping them look at dream kitchens and backyards, and it excites me. And this is the year you say, you know what? I'm going to go more full time. I'm going to do this on a regular basis. I'm going to help more people in my life buy and sell a home this year. So maybe you say, let me take this from part-time to either a little less part-time and more full-time, or try to figure out how to phase out my other job and do something else. So maybe you say, look, this year I'm going to sell 5 homes and I'm going to make it work for me. So wherever you are on that, figure out and know your why. Why are you doing this every single day, and why are you after the goals that you're trying to accomplish? So the last part of that, and then we'll move on to step number 3, is what's the consequences of not hitting your goals? If you, again, you have a goal of hitting 25 homes this year and you only sell 10 and you fall short and you don't hit your numbers and you don't make it to what you're trying to get to, what does that mean? Does that mean that you can't afford to do the things that you wanted to do this year? You can't go buy that new car. You can't invest in your kids' retirement fund or college fund. You can't retire when you wanted to. You can't take a vacation where you wanted to go. Think about the consequences. And I know this sounds negative, but sometimes you have to have that in your head to say, if I'm on this track and I don't make it, what's the worst that could happen? One of my friends has a great thing called upside downside. What's the upside of me hitting my goal? And what's the downside of not hitting my goal, and can I live with the outcome? Okay? Think about that. If I don't hit my goals, can I live with the results that I'm going to have? And maybe that says, there's the big enough kick in the pants that says, get up, go do it, go knock those doors, go call those people, go meet those strangers, go talk to those FSBOs, whatever it is. You need to know that the negatives might drive you, might push you. Maybe that's the type of personality that you have. So that's number 2. Number 3, know your numbers. I'm a huge numbers guy. I love numbers. I'm super analytical. I track my numbers. But you got to know your numbers. You got to know the results that you're going to get. Tom Ferry talks about selling 25 homes, and I keep using that number 25 because it works. The reason why is that there's enough agents in the United States for every agent to sell 25 homes this year. That would be the average. Every agent all across the board equal. And we know that's not true because some agents are going to sell hundreds and some agents are going to sell none. But there's enough homes out there and transactions that'll happen this year for each of you to sell 25 homes. Okay? So if you knew your numbers, what would it take for you to sell 25 homes? Tom says that the average agent needs to have 12 conversations per day. That's it, 12 conversations per day to sell 25 homes this year. And if you sold 5 last year and you're thinking 6 is impossible, I'm never going to make it, 25 is a long ways away. And if you sold 200 homes last year and you're thinking 25, I did that in January, well, figure out how you're going to get a little bit better, how you're going to get to 300 or 400 or 500 homes this year. Just keep stepping it up. But the point is to know your numbers. So he says if you have 12 conversations every single day, these are, hello, my name's Eric, I'm in real estate, how are you? Let's talk, not, hey, do you want to sell your house? Nope, okay, goodbye. That doesn't count. It has to be a meaningful conversation. Half of these conversations, 6 of them, should be with past clients, people that you know, like, and trust. That when you call, they don't say, who is this? They know it's you, right? They understand who you are and what you're doing. So half your calls need to be with people that already know you, like you, trust you. 6 of these calls need to be cold calls to people that have never heard of you before. It's the outbound marketing. It's the process of meeting new people. So get your FSBO list, get your circle dialing list, start prospecting to your farm, start having meaningful conversations even on social media. I know we talk about social media a lot around here, but that counts. If you're in Messenger and you're communicating back and forth through these text messages, that counts as a conversation. So the point is to have 12 conversations, 5 days a week. That's all it takes, 5 days a week. What's that, 60 calls or 60 conversations per week? It can happen. If you know your numbers, you'll know that that's the number that it takes to sell 25 homes this year. And again, maybe you say, look, I only want to sell 10 or 5 or whatever it is. Just divide, figure out what works for you. But if you have 12 conversations every single day this year, you should sell 25 homes this year. So make that the goal. Step it up. Okay, next one, number 4, track and measure these numbers. So just because you know your numbers, I don't know if I'm going to hit them, right? So let's say I set my goal and January 1st I hit 12, and January 2nd I hit 12, and January 3rd I hit 10, and then January 4th I hit 8, and it keeps going down and down and down, and before you know it, it's February, and you're like, I wonder if I'm hitting my numbers. Am I getting my 12 calls in? Am I doing what I'm supposed to do? Guys, everybody has access to Excel or Google Sheets or something like that, even a piece of paper or a Sharpie on the wall. Track your numbers. And the reason why is because when you track your numbers, you're going to be able to see what's happening. You're going to get in the habit of documenting it, writing it down, knowing that you're doing it. What this is good for is it's going to be able to keep you accountable, so you know if I only did 10 today, I've got to make it up and do 14 tomorrow, so you can balance it out. You can understand it. And then by seeing these numbers coming in, you're going to be able to follow these results and say, look, it's been a month. I've talked to 12 people every single day. I'm on track. Now I know if I want to increase my numbers, I just have to increase my calls and my conversations, and I can get there. Okay? So by being able to track it, you're going to know that if you're on track or not. So some of the things that you might want to track are your conversations. That's important because, again, if you track your conversations and you know you're going in the right direction, you're going to be on hand. Number 2, how many appointments am I getting? So if I say every day I need to have 12 conversations, how many conversations does it take to get me an appointment? And now you can say, okay, let's just say it's 100 conversations for every appointment. Every time I get to 100 conversations, I know I should have an appointment. If I'm at 150 or 200 conversations and I haven't had an appointment yet, I know there's something going on in my conversations. I may be talking to the wrong people. I may be saying the wrong things. Maybe I need to role play in my conversations a little bit better. Maybe I need to call a different farm or a different area or network with the people that I already know a little bit differently or have different types of conversations with those people. So again, it's going to help you. Once you know how many appointments you're going on, you can track the 3rd one, how many signed contracts am I getting? And by knowing how many contracts versus how many appointments you have, it's going to help you understand your close ratio. So again, if you go on 1 appointment and you get 1 signed contract, awesome. That's 100% close ratio. That is incredible. Most agents aren't that great. However, if you go on 10 appointments and you have 1 signed contract, you could probably work on a few things. Again, role play, practice your listing presentation, practice your conversation with the seller or the buyer, whoever you're working with. See how it goes. By default, you should be, again, if you're brand new versus been doing this for a few years, you should be about every 3 to 5 appointments getting a signed contract. So get to know your numbers. Track them. See that you're getting better. That's the point. If you're getting worse, something's happening. So track your numbers, know what you're doing, and make improvements. But that's the point. Is just set up some type of a Google Sheet or some way that you can track these 3 numbers: conversations, appointments, and signed contracts. Okay, number 5, you have to start now. This is a 30, 60, and 90-day business, guys. It's out there a ways. So when I start calling today, this is going to be the business that's happening in March. Unfortunately, it's the end of the year. It's January 1st, basically, by the time we watch this. I'm getting notifications on my phone. Let me just do that. Okay. It's the end of the year. We're getting down to it. You are already in March by the time these results are happening. We've been preaching this since November and October of saying, guys, it's time to set your goals. It's time to start knowing your numbers. It's time to start taking the actions now. The good news is that it's not too late. You're going to start now. You're going to get going. Get off your butt. Get going. January 1st is here. Start making your calls. Start prospecting. Start showing up. Because the other agents in your office and in your business aren't. They're going to realize it's February by the time they realize nothing's happening, and they got to step it up. So you've got a 30-day lead in front of them right now where you can really ramp up your business. Take advantage of the things that are going on right now. People took their Christmas tree down. They took the lights off the house. They're getting ready to move. They're getting ready to sell their house right now. Take action now and know that it's 30, 60, 90 days from now that these results are going to start panning out, okay? So as next year rolls around, don't wait till January 1st to start the new year. Start in October. That's the best way to do it. The last one, number 6, you have to celebrate. You have to celebrate your wins. You have to reward yourself, because there's no point in going day after day after day, grinding through it all, getting to the end of the year saying, man, what a killer year. I can't believe how many homes I sold. Let's start again. It's January 1st. No, you have to win. You have to celebrate. Celebrate your victories. Celebrate those 12 conversations that you have every day. Celebrate the appointments that you get on. Celebrate the homes that you sell, the clients that you work with, the new people that you meet, the people that you bring into your team, the new results that you're getting this year. You know, reward yourself with going out to dinner, with whatever, a new suit, new clothes, a new computer, a trip somewhere, something fun that when you look at it every single day, you said, that's right, I did this and this was my reward. A few years ago, my wife and we went on a trip, and I bought a new watch, and it's a watch that I wear every single day, and every day I look at it, it's one of those things that I said, this reminds me of this moment in my life that I'm never going to forget. So it's a timepiece, and I love it. Literally, it's a timepiece that tells the time. But I love it because it reminds me of the goals that I was trying to reach and the things that I did in my life at that time, and I can reward myself mentally every single time that I look at it. So guys, don't forget to celebrate. Celebrate the wins, celebrate the victories. You know, you don't have to make a huge deal out of it if you don't want to, but if you can, let people know what you're doing. You know, I mean, so many people that we see post just solds and things like that online, and that's great. I'm glad that you guys are selling houses, but get your client under your arm and say, you know, John, I really loved working with you. It was a pleasure selling your house. I hope that you enjoy that move across the country to go be with your grandkids or wherever you're going. Tell me about the experience working with you, and that could be your celebration. And then share that content with the people that follow you. That could be your celebration, and it twofold. It helps the client share who you are, and it also lets you for a second brag about what you did and how amazing you are and all the things that you did to help that client. So guys, go back and watch this again if you need to. Most importantly, know your goals, know your why, track your numbers, and celebrate. I hope that 2019 is your best year yet. I hope that great things come to you this year. We are in such an opportunity, such an enormous opportunity right now to take advantage of this market and everything that we're seeing and doing. Go get it. Go get your 25 homes this year. Go make this your best year ever. Thanks for being here, guys. Check out the comments below. We're giving away a book in a couple days. Go sign up for our newsletter if you haven't already. I'd love you to engage in our content and see what's up. And we will see you next week, Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific. Happy New Year. See you then.